Hi, welcome. I'm Trudy Chapa, and I'm here with Kim Penapento, and she is a registered dietitian nutritionist, and we're talking about nutrition tips for the everyday life. Today's episode, we're talking about rapid fat loss and diet tips associated with that. So let's get into it.
Sure. Well, I wish I could say there was one food that would cause rapid fat loss, but
Dang,
exactly.
I was looking for that.
I'd be a wealthy woman right now sitting here. But there are key components you can utilize day to day that can help increase fat loss and speed it up. So we're going to talk about some tips you can do day to day to help enhance your fat loss. So
Great.
Starting with just focus on small changes in your diet. For instance, do you like to eat pizza? Do you like to eat spaghetti? For instance, I always tell people to substitute maybe spaghetti squash instead of the pasta. Simple tips is such as with your pizza crust, you can substitute a cauliflower crust.
Yeah.
They are making these items better. These simple steps by just making these small substitutions can send you into a calorie deficit.
I mean, even as little as coffee in the morning, taking out your creamer.
Right,
Or,
right.
really, really simple things.
Yeah.
So go
Start
simple.
small.
Just change little things. Don't overhaul your diet.
Right, right.
Just remove some things that seem fairly easy to adjust. And
Right.
add vegetables, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Just the key component too is finding balance as well, and that kind of goes hand in hand with portion control.
Yeah.
I kind of like to talk about the My Plate. We use that as an example. Dietitians do is, for instance, you want to make half your plate fruits and vegetables, the other quarter a good lean protein, while the other quarter should be a good whole grain. So portion control, kind of once again going back to journaling and knowing what you're being cognizant of what you're eating day to day too. Portion control, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
People have no idea how much they're eating.
Yeah, no, I
So-
agree. And I would say when you go out, is that something, do you have
Right.
tips there? I always tell people, like, if you could cut your meal in half and just have them take away.
And that is
the
another
other
thing,
half,
kind
right?
of going back to eating out, is cutting your food up, and taking half of it home if you have to. Making the simple substitutions as well in your
Yeah.
meal. You can ask now, have them substitute items in your entree.
For sure,
And they'll do
yeah.
that for you.
Awesome.
So, and then another thing is hydration. Just making sure you get enough fluid through the day. My current recommendation is that you get half your body weight. 180-pound individual would drink 90 ounces of water a day.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even meet that. So hydration, very important. It also makes you feel fuller too.
It does.
So make
yeah.
sure and drink while you're eating,
Yeah.
or after. The other one too would be try to include more superfoods. I call superfoods, those are your foods high in antioxidants, such as your kales, I love collard greens to add to my smoothies. Those are type of things that, you can start to incorporate day to day into your diet, the
Yeah.
superfoods.
So we should, the list of superfoods is
It's huge. The one that a lot of people kind of disagree with is cutting out the alcohol. I'm not saying you have to completely 100% cut out your alcohol,
Right.
but just very cognizant once again of how much alcohol you're drinking.
Yeah, if you really did sit down and think about it, and you think about the amount of calories that are coming as a result of that,
Correct.
that is an easy thing.
Especially a
to-
glass of wine can add up the sugar content
Yep.
in your diet.
Yep.
So just kind of be aware of how much alcohol you're drinking.
Yeah, the one we don't always want to hear, but
Right, exactly. And then lastly would be increasing a cardiovascular resistance program into your day-to-day life too. Just, increasing those exercise, getting out there. A lot of people just do not exercise anymore. So
Right.
try to get out there and get some exercise in.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be overwhelming, right? It's just getting your body moving again. Even just 30 minutes can
Over
do
the
it,
noon
right?
hour,
Yep.
for those of us that work full time, just leaving over the noon hour to get a 30-minute, workout in is
Yeah.
beneficial.
So, coming back to the rapid fat loss and quick and easy tips to implement, I love all of these ideas. I think a lot of people are looking for that immediate weight loss, right? And the
Correct.
reality is there is a healthy way to lose weight, and there's a way that will allow you to sustain that weight loss. And by doing these small tips and implementing these methodologies, you will be more apt to have sustainability, right?
Correct. And that's
Yeah.
the key. The
Yeah.
long-term effect.
That's right.
So that's what we're looking for, is the long-term effect after the diet.
Yeah,
So
that's right. That's
yeah.
right. Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I love these
welcome.
tips. They're great.